Hi everybody, it's Traci from Downward Dog Rising. I'm going to give you a yoga desk break, a fast one. All right, join me. Okay, we're going to start on all fours. So you're just going to go hands and knees, table. And then from your table, go ahead and do a little cat. Exhale, chin down, tailbone down. Inhale, cow. Exhale. And inhale. Let your whole back release from sitting at a desk all day. 3 more. Stretch out your spine. 2. And last one. Find length in spine, neutral, opposite arm, opposite leg, go straight out of your center. Now from here, think of the cat, tailbone long, tailbone drops, chin drops. You're going to reach under the arm, keep your balance, stretch apart, bring out wet sponge, sides of waist, lengthen apart, come in, abdominals draw in, 7, shoulder blades down back, and 6, 5, stretch apart, 4 more, 3, last one. Return to your all fours position. Opposite arm and leg stretch away from you. Once again, shoulder blades anchor down your back. Abdominals tighten in and up. Think of the cat, drop your chin, drop your tailbone. Scoop in. Stretch apart. Five more. 4, 3, and 2. Last one. Plant down to all fours. From here, I'm going to have you press into your downward dog. Stretch legs away from you. Think of your 2 sits bones pulling down and back away from you. Walk out your dog. Shoulders drop away from ears. Twist those arms deeper into your sockets. External rotation. Breathing in, breathing out. 4, and 3, and 2. From here, take your right leg into 3-legged dog. Keep hips straight. Now you're going to take a step to the right corner, front end of your mat. Walk your foot out just a little tiny bit. Drop your knee. Both hands spread fingers wide. Hands go to the inside of your foot. We're just going to drop our pelvis forward to get a good hip flexor. Stretch. You can lay your back foot down. So we're just going to do a little dragon, and we'll take it into a wing dragon in a second. Lengthen up. Make sure your hips are squared to the front. We're going to start to wing or dragon. Roll the knee outward. Roll onto the lateral pinky side of your foot. And then we're going to deepen the stretch for our hips. Going to slowly start to come to your forearms. If you want to go all the way down, resting your forehead on the mat, you can. I'm going to stay here. Being on your forearms gives your hips a little more support to help you open them up with a little support. And then just stay here and breathe. The birds are singing. It's peaceful. stretching head away from tailbone, and that spine elongates. Sitting at a desk gets the hip flexors and hamstrings tight. This is a nice way to release them, release your hips. We're just going to take another deep inhale here. Slowly, you're going to come up. We're going to walk our foot in. Take our hands to each side of our foot. Curl the toes under. Come up into a low lunge. Knee is right over your ankle. Stretch your entire spine long. Get that hip flexor to stretch. Slowly, you're going to come back into Ardha Hanuman, half split. Pull this right hip back as left hip goes forward. Stretch your breastbone long. And again, we're going to go forward into a low lunge. Just take those arms up. Stretch out your spine. Stretch out your hip flexor. Knit ribs together in front. And then gently just push the weight back. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Stretch your breastbone long. We're just going to stay here for a moment. Our half split, Ardha Hanuman. Keep stretching forward. Pull that right hip back, left hip forward. Keep hips aligned. Stretch your breastbone forward, head away from tail, lengthen that sternum over middle thigh. We're going to do one more deep inhale. Exhale, come back up. We're going to slide our bottom toes under, pick up the back knee, then we're just going to take it straight out into a plank here. Drop your pelvis down. Then we're just going to do a little Chaturanga Dandasana. Come up into your upward facing dog. Really stretch out breastbone to sky. Now we're going to go into our downward facing dog. Heels lift, heels lower. Pull those sits bones directly behind you. Pull your breastbone forward and through. Settle those blades down your back. Now gently ground those heels as far down as you can without force. Shoulders away from ears. Three-legged dog. Lift that left leg straight up into the air. Stretch your leg long. Keep your hips straight. Really lengthen apart. One more deep inhale. Now walk your left foot forward and through your two hands. Come into your low lunge. Draw your pelvis forward. Stretch out your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Walk both hands to the inside of your left foot. And you're just going to start to open that left foot, walk it out a step to the side edge of your mat. We're going to take this back foot down. Just hold the stretch for a moment for your dragon. Feel this hip flexor lengthen and the side of your glutes stretch on the left side. Just stay here and breathe for a moment. Give things a chance to loosen up. Lengthen your spine, keep your hips straight. We're going to go into our wing dragon. So you're just going to let your knee laterally rotate outwards. Roll onto the lateral pinky edge of your foot. We're going to come down to our forearms. This will give your pelvis some support. If you want to go down deeper, you can fold your hands like this and rest your forehead on the back of your hands all the way down. I'm going to stay right here. I'm feeling the stretch already. Not going to force it. Do what feels right for your body at this moment. Breathe, release any tension in the hips. Breathe in that fresh chi energy. Feel that stretch in the front right hip flexor, and then the lateral hip on the other side, left side. We're going to take another deep inhale here. Letting all the tightness leave the hips with each exhale. Slowly, you're going to make your way back up. We're going to center our foot. Bring one hand to each side of our foot. Curl the back toes under. And just come up, square out your pelvis. Make sure you're straight. You can drop that knee down again. Come up into a low lunge. Stretch all the way up. Feel that nice release through your hip flexor, knee above front ankle. Come back into Ardha Hanuman. I'm going to curl my toes under. This is my injured knee. I'm going to have a little pedestal of support with my toes being under. I don't want to put too much pressure straight into the knee. Do what feels right. You could put a folded blanket under your knee if you need to. This left hip will pull backwards, and the right hip is going to pull forward to straighten out your pelvis. Half split. Take it into a low lunge again. Stretch all the way up. Breathing in. Stretch your spine long. Lengthening. One more deep inhale. Exhale, you're going to come back now into your half split Ardha Hanuman. So you're going to take left hip back, right hip forward. Really stretch your breastbone long. Hip hinge over the front leg. Flex your foot for a deeper stretch. Really lengthen your spine forward. Just stretch over your leg. Pull that hip back. Breathe into any tightness in the back of your leg and your low back. One more deep inhale. Ardha Hanuman. Slowly make your way up. Take this leg back. Lift up your knees. Take it into a plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Open shoulders, chest. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg. Three-legged dog. Stretch far and away. Fold your right knee in. Walk it inside to your right thumb, front of mat. And then square out your pelvis one more time. Make sure your hips are straight. Lengthen up through your spine. Back knee faces down on mat. Foot's resting on mat. You can stay here if you like. If you want to get a deeper stretch, you can come all the way forward. Again, you could rest on your forearms like this. Back knee faces down to mat. For a deeper stretch, you can rest your forehead like this, down. Let any tension melt out of your glute piriformis area. One more deep inhale here. Slowly come back up. Walk your leg back into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, upward dog. Open heart center. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg straight up. Three-legged dog. Pull apart, elongate. Opposite directions. Take that left leg, bend the knee in towards left knee, towards left thumb. Make sure your hips are forward facing, straight ahead. Relax top of foot into mat. Back knee points down, your hips are aligned. Really lengthen your spine. Breathing in. Exhale, you could stay here if you like. Grounding down into the pelvis, keep your hips squared, straight ahead. Really stretch that spine long. If you want to deepen the stretch, come towards your forearms. Keep the hips aligned, straight ahead. Back knee points down to mat. Inhale, stretch your entire spine long. You can take it to a deeper stretch if you like. Rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. Breathe into any tightness. Just let that tension dissipate. Acknowledge any tightness and just let it go. Release it. One more deep inhale. Slowly make your way back up. Take your hands underneath you, curl your back toes under, take it into a plank. From here, we're going to go back down into our flow, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward dog. Pull apart. Those arm bones twist externally, deeper into the socket. Stretch legs long. Right leg up. Three-legged dog, keep hips straight and aligned. Take your left hand, a center step into the mat, drop your right leg down. Take that left leg, extend it, go up into your back bend. So we're just gonna do our little flip dog, wild thing. Inhale, open heart to sky. A little back bend, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. High hawk. Exhale. Turn over as a hawk flying above me. How cool is that? Walk your right hand, left hand in, right hand, take a step, right leg back up, place it into downward dog. Now we're going to immediately pull apart, press heels away, pull rib cage away from the front of your hip bones. Stretch spine apart, two different directions. Breastbone reaches through the arms. Now we're going to walk the right hand in. Now you're going to take a step with your right leg. Extend left leg. and go all the way back. It's the other side. That doesn't feel right. Your left knee bends, your right leg goes straight. Extend and reach. Open your chest. Heart chakra to sky. Back bend. Breathing in. Slowly walk right hand out. Take left leg to sky. Three-legged dog. Take it back into downward dog. We're going to walk out our down dog for a moment. Again, pull apart. Two more. Come down to hands and knees. From here, I'm going to have you just release your spine. A little Ananda Balasana. Actually, Balasana is rest pose. I said happy baby. Armpits to palms. Breathe into the middle part of your low back. Release your low back. Any tension. One more time. Come back up to hands and knees. We're going to end with thread the needle. Rotate from the area between your shoulder blades. Keep your hips squared. Breathe in. Twist your spine. Little spinal rotation. Reach underneath your arm. Now you're going to press all the way down into the mat. If it's possible, feels right, extend this arm overhead. Stretch the side of your neck as well as your shoulder. Breathe into the sides of your ribs. Expansion. Let that whole side open. Stretching your spine even lengthier, longer. Drop down through your sits bones, through your tailbone. Stretch that spine long. One more time. Inhale into the sides of your ribs. Unwind. Slowly press up. Back to your hands and knees. Keep your pelvis, your hips squared. Rotate from the area between your shoulder blades. Breathe in. Notice if one side's tighter. Breathing in into any tightness. Now you're going to thread the needle. Rotate through. If it's comfortable for shoulder, you could extend your arm overhead. Stretch side of neck, shoulder. Think of your sits bones dropping down away from you. Stretch that tailbone long away from top of head. Stretch spine long. Inhale to sides of ribs. Stretch out all the muscles between the ribs. One more time. Gently press back up to your hands and your knees. We're going to do one more exercise. Come into your plank. We're just going to touch knee to opposite elbow. Come back. Opposite. Come back. 3 more. Work your obliques. 2 more. Last one. Switch sides. Knee to elbow. And 4. Work those obliques. 3. 2 more. And last one. Hold your plank. 10, 9, and 8, 7. Keep scooping in. 6, 5, and 4. Narrow those hip points. 3, 2 more. Bring the knees down. Walk feet through. I'm going to do a reverse plank. Heels ground into your mat. Shake out those knees. Rise up. Open your heart. Fingertips away. Heels press into mat. Scoop in. You're just going to lift up into the air. Hold here. For 10. And 9. Hold here. Engage those glutes. Pelvis lifts. Hips lift to sky. 6, collarbones wide, chest open, and 5, and 4, 3 more. Feel those glutes and hamstrings and your core too. And gently lower down. Awesome. Shake out your knees. Little Bodakanasana Butterfly. Tops, soles of feet come together. Drop those knees sideways. Lengthen up. And gently stretch over your legs. Equal weight through each sits bone. If you can stretch forward more, please do so. Really feel your hips release and your low back release. Keep your spine lengthening. Each inhale, try to lengthen even more. Soften your facial muscles, your jaw, your mouth. Let go of any tension, any stress. One more deep inhale. And gently come up. Draw your knees in. Little windshield wiper. Release your hips. And we're going to close out our practice. If you want to do Shavasana, lie down, arms and legs straight out, palms to sky. Take a few breath cycles there if you like. If you have time, please stay and do so. If not, you can close out with us right here. Easy pose, Sukhasana. Equal weight through each one of those sits bones, stretching up. And exhale, feeling peaceful, feeling bliss and serenity from within to without. One more time, deep inhale. Feel that energy, that chi, life force, prana. Bring it into your heart. The light within me honors and acknowledges the light within you. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. Peace. Take care. See you soon. Bye.